Hey guys, so it is Saturday. I meant to film yesterday, but I have honestly just been running around like a headless chook. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I spent this last week really quite unwell. And basically, I left myself heaps of errands to run this past week before the wedding because that's a bit bright. Because when you have a toddler, it's like nice to sort of fill your days up. So I left myself stuff to do every day of the week. And then on Saturday night last week, I all of a sudden felt like I was getting sick. Like it just hit me out of nowhere, and I felt kind of like it was going to be like a throat and like headache sort of thing. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just, have an early night and hopefully it'll be gone in the morning. By Sunday, it was like a full-on flu, but like still my head, like really congested, really snotty, and like muscle aches and like all that kind of stuff. And then by Monday, it was full-blown gastro, like the worst gastro I've ever had in my life. I spent 4 days literally bedridden. I could not get out of bed. I was falling asleep all the time, and basically I just pretty much spent the entire time either in bed or in the toilet. Well, not in the toilet, but on the toilet. So it wasn't pretty. And it also really exacerbated my anxiety, because part of like something that really makes me anxious is when I feel like I'm not in control of my body, and anything that just anything that's happening that I can't control really freaks me out. I guess one of my greatest fears is losing control of my body. That's like the underlying factor of a lot of my anxiety. So to have that happen where I was just so sick and I just couldn't control what was going on. 1 second I'm throwing up, 1 second I'm, the other. I didn't have energy. I couldn't do anything. It was horrible, and it was making me feel so down. And on the 4th day, I cracked and I cried, and I said to Jordan, I can't go to the wedding. I was just like, I can't do this. I'm so sick. I just want to be better. I couldn't believe that I had put in so much effort for the last couple of months, getting myself like mentally and physically prepared to, finally do something out of my comfort zone. And then on the last week, I get horrifically unwell. Like, it was just really comical, but also not funny at the time. And then Thursday afternoon, I actually started to feel better. I finally started to get some relief. And I even went to the gym that night because I was like, that's it, I'm back. And by Friday, I was determined to, not let it get me down and to be back to like my good health again. So I went to the gym again Friday morning. In part of my mind, I was like, you probably shouldn't be pushing it. But then the other part of me was like, no, let's get back into peak physical state. Let's just force your body back into peak physical state. So I actually feel really great now. Today's Saturday, like I said before. Just repeating myself now. I feel really good, and I am not gonna let it get me down. One of the upsides of it is that I felt so bad during the illness that the way I feel now is sort of making me feel a bit on top of the world. So I kind of feel like I'm more able to conquer my fears. But then on the flip side of that, it's also like I don't want to see what I saw the last week happen again, like the horrors. Like I feel like I've seen that too recently, and it's like so fresh in my mind that I'm like, oh God, what if that happens again? But you know what? If I'm sick when I get there, which I'm sure I won't be, but if I am, I'll deal with it when it happens. Everyone's been sick before, it's not a big deal. I just gotta, get that fear out of my mind of it being like the end of the freaking world if something bad happens, because if it does, it will, and I will just deal with it. So I've really just got to stop like letting it take up so much mental space in my brain and be such a scary thing, because it's not. So right now it's about 10:30. I'm just on my way to get some like last minute crap from the shops that I've forgotten. I need to get a little toy for Lila to play with, because I don't know if I've mentioned before, but she's going to be a flower girl at the wedding, and so she'll be there for the ceremony, not for the rest of the wedding. I need some time off. But yeah, so I need something quiet and small that's going to like keep her entertained during the wedding. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find that. And then I'm gonna go home and do my makeup and my hair and stuff. I was gonna wait until I got to the hotel to do that, but I actually decided, nah, I'll just get it done early and then I don't have to worry about it. So chances are I'm gonna be running late for some reason to do with Lila. So I'd rather just get things done early and then, you know, just chill out for the rest of the day. So yes, that is my day so far. Look, Lila. Is that?
Yeah.
That is Lila.
Not mine. You got Lila? Pony? Show me your pony.
Finally sitting down to have a cup of tea. It's nearly 12. Obviously I'm having decaf. I still can't drink caffeine, but like very rarely. So I'm not going to pump myself with caffeine before I go to this wedding, before I have to get in the car. So yeah. I don't know if I can have lunch because my stomach feels a bit like, ugh. But that doesn't matter. I think I'll just have my tea, relax, and then get a start on my hair and makeup. Okay, so I am on my way to the hotel. I've just left home, so I should be there in like 15 minutes maybe. My makeup and hair took way longer than I expected, but I knew that was going to happen as well. It was also kind of expected. I seriously feel split into two parts right now. Like, one half of me is incredibly anxious, and not that I feel like I can't do it, but I just feel like something terrible is going to happen on the way there, and I'm like catastrophizing and thinking of the worst case scenario, and like just my whole body's like all tightened up. But then I forgot to bring Panadol. Sorry, just remembered something. I was going to bring Panadol because I have a cracking headache and I forgot. Okay, surely someone will have Panadol there. Yeah, so the other half of me is really excited, really like just chill, like almost like exhausted of just being so nervous. So the other half of me is just like, whatever, I don't even care. Like, let's just get here, have some drinks, let's just do it. Like, God, I'm so sick of your anxious shit. So it's very weird having those two things going on, but I'm really kind of just trying to stay level and not worry about it too much. Yeah, I think I have a real sort of leg up from going into the city 2 weeks ago. I think that really sort of just proved to me that I can do the things that I think I can't do. And like I was saying before, I think the most important thing for me to really realize is that whatever happens, I will cope. So I don't need to catastrophize about all the worst things that could happen. What if this happens or what if that happens? Like, I don't actually need to do that, because if it does happen, I will manage. And if it doesn't happen, then it was a waste of time thinking about it. So somewhere along the way, I got in my head that I need to over prepare for all the possible outcomes, especially the bad ones. But I guess I just don't need to prepare for that. So yeah, that's something I'm sort of still getting around. what's happening is that I'm going to go to the hotel now and check in and like settle myself down a bit, and then my parents are going to drive from my house to the hotel with Lila because, like I said before, she's in the ceremony. And then they're going to pick me up from the hotel, and we're all going to drive to the actual venue together, which is something that is very, very scary for me because I'm still very iffy in the car with my parents, like especially both of them together. If it was just one, maybe I'd manage, but two, it's like, ugh. And Lila as well, so it's going to be sort of a full car, and yeah, the idea of that is quite scary, especially because I didn't get a chance to drive from the hotel to the wedding venue yet, so I have no idea the direction to go. I don't know the way. I won't know like landmarks along the way to know how far or how close we are. I'm really just gonna have to like use all my powers that I've learned so far to just kind of zone out on the drive and not worry about where we are and where we're going. And then Lila will stay for the ceremony, and then Mum and Dad will, like, they'll probably bugger off and have coffee or something while the ceremony's on, and then they'll come back and get her after that and zip her home. So yeah, and then to get back to the hotel from the wedding venue, we're getting a party bus. So, well, it's a bus, it's not a party bus, it's just a bus that is taking all the guests from one place to another. And the bus is taking everyone from the hotel to the venue as well, but I was like, I don't know if I want to take that to begin with, maybe after I've had a couple of champagnes, and especially because I have Lila with me, I feel like it's just a bit easier if my parents drive me. So that's what I'm doing. I just got like a really anxious dip in my stomach. I know it probably seems like driving is like really chill for me because I'm just sitting here talking and driving, but honestly this is something that's still very, very difficult for me, and I might not be showing it, but it's like really hard for me to do. And this, we're not even far from my house right now. Like I can see we're like 7 minutes away, and it feels like an hour. So regardless of whether this looks like it's not hard for me, it is very, very hard for me. And you know, it wasn't so long ago that I could like barely drive 5 minutes. Like I definitely couldn't drive the way I'm driving right now. This is only like a new direction that I've been going. So okay, the thing that has like helped me the most to just get used to this is just getting used to it, like literally just doing it over and over and over. And in the beginning it sucks, in the middle it sucks, and then right now it still kind of sucks because it's like, is this gonna get easier? But it's honestly just like a habit thing. You just have to keep going and keep going and keep going, and then you're like, oh, it's been, you know, 6 months or a year and I've driven somewhere every day. Like it's actually is getting easier for me to do. So it's one of those things that you notice like very, very slow. It's almost like losing weight. Like, I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but with me it just seems like such a slow process. And it's only until like, you know, 6 months down the track that you go, oh, I actually think I have lost weight. Like, that's when people sort of start to notice, and you're like, man, I've been working my ass off for months now, and you've only finally just noticed. So yeah, I think it's starting to rain. It's getting cold, baby. I know your hot hands on me. It's getting cold, baby. I realize that probably when I upload this is going to just be a lot of me talking into the camera while I'm driving, so sorry about that. Right, so I think I'm only like, I don't know, I've been driving for 12 minutes, so I mustn't be that far away. I might be sweet, I might be dirty, but there's some things I can't endure. Too lonely, cold, I am a slave. Give me the high heels that I nothing bad happened. Yay! Okay, so this is part 1 of the drive down. Next is part 2. I think I'm just gonna watch Netflix when that happens in the back seat and, you know, just zone out. But for now, I need to go check into the hotel, eat some crackers because I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. Yeah, so I will film more soon. So I've just checked into the hotel and oh my god, I can't tell you how long it has been since I've been in a hotel. That's so exciting. This is going to be the first night that I've stayed away from home in years, since Thailand, which was like 4 years ago, except for not counting the time I was in hospital to have my baby. That really doesn't count, that wasn't a holiday. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm in a hotel. Alright. So obviously the first thing you do when you're in a hotel is like check out all the goodies. Got some wine that I'll probably have to pay for, but I might drink. Yay! Not sure why there's 2 beds. There's a little balcony. Oh, this is so exciting. Obviously you check out the bathroom, naturally. If I can find the light. Hello? Oh, okay, I see. Maybe I need to put my card in there. Seriously, it's been so long since I've been in a hotel, I don't know how to do this stuff anymore. Okay. Ah! Ta-da! Yay! Ooh, fancy! So I'm pretty much ready, I just need to put my dress on, but I'm glad that I actually did get ready beforehand because it like takes a lot of the stress off. Maybe I can have a bath while I wait. So I am finally ready. Here's my outfit. It's a bit cute at the back. Yeah, I'm ready pretty early. So now I've just got to kind of faff around until my mum and dad get here with Lila. So yeah, I can't believe this day is finally here. I've been waiting so long for this. I didn't film earlier because everything was happening, but yeah, I made it here. The drive here was actually fine. And yeah, I really wasn't nervous at all. I just sat there and chatted to mum and dad in the car, and I actually had to walk down the aisle with Lila because she didn't want to walk down the aisle with anyone else. So yeah, that was a bit scary, but it was actually really good. And now I'm just having a glass of sparkling, and yeah, I can't believe I'm here, and I'm just not nervous or anxious at all, and it's all fine now. So I'm going to stop filming now and just enjoy the rest of it. So